Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play Guided by the Forest. It is a Yandere dating sim, or releases for Yandere Jam 2025. Let's begin. It was also from the Seal of the Kiss. So let's begin. Jam this year too, so let's begin. The shadows of the trees sway with whispers of the wind, and the forest is eerily silent at night without a single sound from birds or insects. I turn my head and look back, but I can no longer see the path I came from. I look back again, but the dense trees obscure the road. I swallow a nervous gulp, finally realizing that I'm truly lost. I should have come here unprepared. Where's my phone? I need to light the path, even if I can't call anyone. I'm lost. When I realized that I dropped it, I didn't even know when. That's when I realized that I dropped it. I don't even know when. How will I find a way out? Suddenly, a dim red light appears my wrist, emanating a faint glow. After a while, the light gathers into a faint, elegant thread that extends to the distance, seemingly guiding me somewhere. I'm gonna... Volume. Okay, there. This red thread has been on my hand since I was little. It's a red thread of fate, or like it goes to your soulmate, right? No one else can see it. Only I know about it. It's a hazy childhood memory comes back to me. A hazy childhood memory comes back to me. I still remember getting lost during an excursion trip here and unexpectedly saving an injured little fox. Oh, it's the fox. Since then, the red thread has been lightly bounded by my hand. The red thread has been tightly bounded by my hand, uncuttable and unremovable. It's a fox. It's a kitsune. From that moment on, I began to hear something in the wind, like whispers and murmurs, but they would vanish the moment I tried to listen closely. Every time I went on walks around here, I could feel a gentle breeze brushing against my cheek, as if telling me of longing. But when I tried to approach, a strong sense of sorrow would settle in my heart and linger for a long time. Ever since I became an adult, this intense motion has been has been in my thoughts, and murmurs tempt me, driven by an uncontrollable curiosity. I found myself stepping into the forest I had long forgotten. The pitch black covers the sky. It's been brighter. It was brighter before. It's kind of hazy. How long have I been here? The red thread. It's shining and pulling in a direction. Should I? Without much thinking, I followed the glimmer of the light. After all, I have no other choice. We could go back their way. The forest is completely silent. Only my footsteps on the fallen leaves can be heard. It's just creepy. I'm scared. I quicken my pace, then break into a run. Soon after, a bright light in the distance attracts my attention. An exit? I run towards it, hoping it's the exit I've been desperately searching for. Oh, it's probably not the exit. Nope, it's a lake. At the moment, a tranquil lake fills my vision, and I emerge into the clearing. Grasping for breath, I warm my head to look at the red thread on my wrist, which has been already lost its glow. I raise my head to observe my surroundings and vaguely see a blurry figure by the lakeside, not far away from where I stand. Oh, this is probably this is one of our dating options. And this is probably this is one of our dating options. I love his hair. I love the mask too. The lake and sky melt into the line. The person by the lake is illuminated by the moonlight, his light-colored hair and clothing reflecting off the surface of the water. He stands there, gazing into the distance, executing a compass that shakily contrasts with the eerie atmosphere of the forest. I feel calm when I just stare at him. I mean, unless he turns around, grabs a knife, and starts trying to kill us. I will say why we shouldn't be calm. We found someone that might be able to help us get out of the forest. My previous restless heart instantly settles. I can't see his face at all. There must be something covering it. Well, I'm pretty sure the mask on his head is covering his face. Is that a mask? Why? As I prepare to approach to ask, the person seems to notice my presence. Probably a yokai? And not like Yokai Watch, which I love Yokai Watch. Before I could say anything, the figure flickers, and in an instant, he appears right in front of me. I love his design. This is not a place for ordinary people. You must leave now, immediately. As he speaks in a cold and distant voice, he unceremoniously grabs my hand and drags me back in the direction I came. We should, hesitate. His icy tone could intimidate anyone from a mile away, and the way he suddenly grabbed me so forcibly makes me instantly want to escape. I don't know where I find the strength to shake off his hand. I run back into the forest. Despite my best efforts to run away, I know he's still following me. His steps are slow. Slow. It's dangerous here. Let me help you. No way. Why is he chasing me? Exhausted from running, I stop to catch my breath. Suddenly, a strange floral scent captures my attention. And previous silent forest fills with the sound of a hiss from an animal's breath. Suddenly, something cold wrapped around my legs. I look down and discover a pair of unusual glowing snake eyes staring at me. Just as I'm about to scream, several snake coils around me, covering my mouth. I can't see a thing from the darkness, but someone is approaching. I can hear the footsteps. Don't scream, it will attract other dangerous animals in the forest. You must be lost here. It's dark, is it? Don't worry, I'm here to help you. What's going on? Am I dreaming? This is our other love interest. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's just I haven't seen such a beautiful young lady in a long time. His voice is gentle and comforting, and the snakes around me slowly crawl down. I'm still in a quiet panic. I can barely understand what he says. I'll bring you out here when morning arrives. Why don't you come to my house? I can hear someone yelling from behind. Was it the long-haired man from before? Resist. Let he hold the hand. Oh, we're just gonna go with him. Was it my imagination? I'm just scared to do or think about anything now. The fragrance of the flowers suddenly become rich. The eyes beneath his mask shine with a strange light. I gaze at him, entranced, and my hand subconsciously searches for his. His tongue licks my fingertips slightly. Then his lips kiss my palm to worship. In worship? It's like, okay. I think we got the good choice. I feel his warm breath on my neck as he leans in to sniff me. I should resist. I should feel fear, but I could do nothing. If I sense something, as if sensing something, he suddenly lifts his head to look at me. His narrowed eyes burn with intensity, like a prey locking on to its prey. Then I see a satisfied smile on his face. We have a festival today. We are celebrating on our side, with many delicious dishes, of course. You don't need to worry. I'll be by your side. You're safe. His tone is warm. I was like, his tone's warm. He's still looking at us. His tone is warm. His actions gel, as if I'm someone very important to him. That tense emotion is deep, conveyed from his words to me. It doesn't sound like a lie at all. Tears slightly slide to my cheeks. He licks away my tears and holds me lightly in his arms. I knew you would return to me. This time, we will never be apart. What does he mean by that? My senses gradually fade away. I can no longer move. I let him carry me away to an unknown place. My princess, I am your Rin. I'm always yours. At this moment, I forget the fear that permeates my every sensation. I know all the bizarre events that has happened after entering the forest. I don't even know when fate awaits me. It is as if I have stepped into another unknown world shrouded in mystery. He suddenly disappears into the darkness. When my conscious is back again, I find myself sitting in a corner of an unfamiliar location. Okay, I'm just happy. I'm like at a festival now. It seems to be a celebration, with people wearing various masks, drinking and dancing. The lively music fills the air with joy, but I feel out of place because I don't understand what's happening. I guarantee that because I know one's a fox and one's a snake, that this is yokai. They're yokai because it's Japanese setting, and it just reminds me of the part in Yokai Watch 2 or I think 2. Yeah, 2. I think 3 does it too, where you could go in a festival and time travel back too. I think perhaps I have been sitting in the same position for too long. My perception feels unusually slow. I can only try to move my fingers. With much effort, I finally grip the cloth and stand up. At this moment, I realize something strange. I don't remember how I got here. What is my name? Okay, Raika to Lion. I'm being lazy and plus for Tumblr, you know. Suddenly I feel a warmth on my wrist. The red thread glows, and a familiar whisper fills in my ears. I notice a long-haired man wearing a fox mask peeking out from the shade of a tree. Just then, I hear a voice calling my name, and a man with a short, purplish hair walks towards me. We're first going with the purple-haired man. Oh, it doesn't matter. We could... Oh, this is awesome. We could actually just choose which one we could go with, no matter what. Kind of like Diabolic Lovers. We're gonna go with the snake guy first. Lion. A man with short purplish hair waves happily as he walks towards me. He calls my name. Could he be someone I know well? Lion, you're awake. You'll be missing out on such a wonderful night if you let drunkenness get the better of you. So it turned out I feel unwell because I'm drunk? I don't remember drinking. But something feels off. I've been slumped over over the table for quite a while. You've been slumped over the table for quite a while. Waking up all of a sudden must be uncomfortable, and your body feels unresponsive, right? Come, don't stand there. Come here. Come to me and sit down, or you might fall. He gestures for me to sit down and places a variety of food and drinks in front of me. You haven't eaten all day. You must be starving. Have something to eat first. Make yourself at home. It's good to be here. Thank you for the help. I have changed my mind. Okay. So, I think they all have, like, endings. So, I have to probably save every single time. I already saved the first time to do the route, so... It's good to be here. Right, I knew you'd love it here. He greets me so warmly and friendly. I can't let my manners slip. I respond with a polite remark to ease my discomfort and unease. Staring at his warm smile shining at me, he must be someone I knew well, right? Right? As I remind myself of this, I begin to enjoy the celebration, feeling my worries fade away instantly. He seems to be extremely pleased by my reaction, calling out to the others to hurry and bring some more delicious dishes. You're going to love it. The entrance of the enticing aroma of the dishes make me realize I am indeed quite hungry. My hesitation fades away as I indulge in the delicious food. This tastes great. What kind of meat is this? It's like, I don't want to know. He flashes a playful smile and slowly utters a few words. Fox meat. I nearly choked in surprise, coughing violently. Oh, are we eating the other guy's tribe? He burst into laughter, gently patting my back to help me catch my breath. Just kidding. Don't take it seriously. It's human meat. Okay, I'm done. His tone is oblivious. His tone is ambiguous, and I can't tell if he's joking or not. I quietly sit down to the cutlery, suddenly losing all my appetite. Yeah, but it might be something else. I gulp down a drink that tastes like a fruity wine to wash away the flavor in my mouth. Slow down. If you get drunk again, what would we do? What would we do then? Even though he wears a mask, I could feel him gazing at me instantly, intently, as if he was curious about my every move and wants to say something. It's fine. You're always stay by my side, right? You'll always stay by my side, right? A momentary dizziness washes over me, and as if I've been influenced by a potent elixir. Rising to my feet, I sway to the rhythm of the lively music. My movements are unconfrontational. The subject of amused glances. I am utterly intoxicated, oblivious to their mirth. I dance with abandon. I feel a little tipsy and confused as I tilt my head slightly and ask him, Ren? Why aren't you dancing, Ren? He approaches me and kneels down, raising my hand. He presses a gentle kiss to its back. May I have this dance? The intimacy of his gesture leaves me flustered, yet I find myself nodding in agreement. I guess I was feeling a little tipsy. Following a delightful dance, I feel a measure of celebratory return. He then guides me to the forest edge, proposing a stroll to clear our heads. You're curious about the celebration. What Rin to take you somewhere to... Do you want Rin to take you somewhere to wander? Okay, so... I actually had to update the game, so... This is a newer version compared to what I just was playing. The giant tree rises from the ground, its branches and leaves thick and lush, a gentle breeze rustling through. Because I found out this was like, that it was like coming soon. Like, oh wait, it's not ended. It's ended already. And I'm gonna take a look, and there's like it's updated 8 days ago, and I had this game. I downloaded this game. I'm pretty sure not game 9 days ago. You're the first person to say that you want to see the sacred tree. This tree looks like it has been over 1,000 years of history. Is it worth coming to see? After all, being alive to witness such a presence is already a miracle, right? True, a tree that can grant wishes is a miracle in itself. So he kneels respectfully, worshipping earnestly. Do I need worship too? I look at the sacred tree before me. A special sense of presence arises, making me unconsciously mimic Rin's actions, only to find that he grabs my hand, stopping me from kneeling. Kneeling before the sacred tree means you have a request for it, and it also means you must give me something important as a price you wish to come true. You should think it over first. I thought it was just a special belief in the forest, but turns out it's some kind of mysterious power. What about you? What wish did you make? It's a secret. His index finger lightly presses against his lips, revealing a mysterious and intriguing smile. Alright, we should go. If we stay here too long, it would be bad if you wanted to offer yourself for a wish. Before leaving, he glances back at the giant tree, chuckling, and gently pushes me back, leading me away from here. They just left the sacred tree area, and the originally lush green leaves of the giant tree suddenly bloom into pink flowers. From a distance, the thick trunk is embellished with countless human faces, and then the wind rustling the tree, petals falling into fairy. So, this tree would sacrifice me. On the withered branches, blood-red fruits suddenly appear, and the faces of the tree twist and deform, ultimately merging with the tree. Crunch, crunch. The sound of chewing hard logic echoes like thunder. Crunch, 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 crack. Both of them continue to enjoy the warmth of the fire, the night wrapping around them like a cozy blanket. The stars twinkle above, and the world feels vast and full of possibilities. As the fire crackles, the Rin suddenly turns to Yan with a playful glint in his eyes. You know, I always wanted to tell stories about the campfire. Do you want to hear one? Absolutely. What's the story about? It's about a brave little butterfly who ventured far from home, seeking adventure and discovering the beauty of the world. As Rin begins to wave his tail, his voice becomes animated, and the flickering flames dance in the rhythm with his words. Yan listens intently, captivating by the story and the warmth of Rin's presence. The night deepens and the stars shine brighter, creating a magical atmosphere around them. Rin's story unfolds, filled with wonder and excitement, and Yan herself lost in the narrative, feeling a sense of connection that goes beyond words. And just like that, the butterfly, we too can find our own adventure, no matter how small we may feel. That's beautiful, Rin. I feel inspired. Rin smiles warmly, the flickering firelight reflected in his eyes. I'm glad to hear that. Inspiration can come from the simplest things, like a story shared under the stars. The two of them sit in a comfortable silence for a moment, the warmth of the fire and the connection between them creating a cozy atmosphere. What do you think the butterfly learned from its journey? I think it learned that the world is full of wonders, but also challenges. It's important to be brave and to embrace the unknown. That makes sense. Sometimes stepping out of our comfort zone can lead to the most beautiful experiences. Like me, stuttering through games. Exactly, and it's always better to have someone by your side when you do. Ren reaches over and gives my hand a gentle squeeze, and I feel a warmth spread through me that has nothing to do with the fire. I'm really glad I have you here with me, Ren. Me too. You make everything feel special. As the fire crackles softly, I lean back, feeling content. The stars twinkle above, and for a moment it feels like time stands still, because it probably does. Eventually the fire begins to die down, and the night goes quieter. Ren looks at me, a hint of mischief in his eyes. How about we make a wish on a shooting star? If we see one, we can share our wishes. That sounds fun. I hope we see one soon. We both gaze at the sky, watching for any sign of shooting star. The night feels magical, and I can't help but feel grateful for this moment. After a while, a shooting star creaks across the sky. Look, there it is. Look, make your wish. I close my eyes tightly, wishing for happiness and adventure, and when I open them, I see Rin smiling at me. What did you wish for? I can't tell you. It won't come true if I do. Fair enough. I'll keep my wish a secret too. Both your wishes? We both laugh, the sound of echoing softly in the stillness of the night. As the fire dwindles to embers, I feel a sense of peace wash over me. The world outside feels distant, and all that matters is the moment with this moment with Ren. Eventually, decide it's time to head inside. As we stand up, Ren stretches and yawns. I had a great time tonight. Thank you for sharing this with me. Me too, Ren. I always remember this. I'll always remember this night. And we're gonna end up staying here, so. Oh, it's like a little house, a little bed. We walk back to the house, side by side, the warmth of the fire still lingering in our hearts. I can't help but feel that this is just the beginning of many more adventures to come. As we reach the door, Ren turns to me with a soft smile. Good night, Ryan. Sweet dreams. Good night, Ren. I step inside, feeling a sense of joy and anticipation for what tomorrow will bring. The night will be over, but the memories we created will last forever. Various butterflies caged in different sizes hang around the room. The decor is made up of butterfly cages and a variety of exotic flowers, creating a dazzling display. I don't see the flowers though. The entire house is fragmented with fragrant with the strong floral scent, gradually numbing the senses like poison and even eroding the soul. I slowly awaken, feeling a bit of a headache as I suffer from a hangover. I prop myself up in the bed and realize that I'm in a strange room. I look around the room, trying to find any clues, but nothing in the decor stirs any sense of familiarity within me. Well, we now have a Yandere snake yokai, so. On the bedside table, there's a delicate and ornate white birdcage, inside which is a small doll dressed in pristine attire, entwined with brightly colored python. The delicate smile on its face suddenly reminded me of something. I tried to recall, and a flood of images rushed into my mind, different scenes all involving the same person. Or were those just dreams? I remember the dreams where I was close to my childhood friend, growing up together and having a special bond. But sometimes the sayings change, and we are a princess and a general from ancient times, enduring a tragic love story as he guards the borders. It feels so unreal that I think it must be a dream or a past life. The most vivid memory is of me as a priestess in my clan during a warm spring season, finding an injured little snake. I named it Rin, and we relied on each other. Okay, so past life us had met Rin. Current us met our other love interest. At that moment, a man with purple hair entered the room. Upon seeing me, he smiles warmly and greets me enthusiastically. Rin, you must be hungry. I bought your favorite. Come eat. He takes my hand, leading me to a dining room. I love his eyes. The table is filled with an array of food, dazzling to the eyes. Seeing that I haven't moved, he kindly serves me soup and dishes, placing chopsticks in my hand, urging me to eat. Do I need to feed you? That's not out of the question. Oh, blush. He would love to. He says this playfully, causing my face to flush as I quickly lower my head and eat. I am indeed hungry, and the food is delicious, perfectly to my taste. Perhaps everything in the dream was not just a dream. Maybe this is how we truly react, accompanying each other. Aww. I think it's reincarnation. If you like it, eat a bit more, my dear little butterfly. Are you gonna cage me like a butterfly? Because I'm pretty sure you're the more yandere. Wow, he's a snake after all. I sat in front of the mirror, brushing my long hair. After a while, I realized I often zone out while doing that, and Rin would tease me, asking if I had fallen asleep with my eyes open again. I have indeed changed strangely. Sometimes I want to do something, but my body feels too heavy to keep up. Rin always comforts me, telling me I haven't changed, and I'm fine, just tired. And indeed, I often feel fatigued, sometimes feeling weak all over, needing Rin to help me move, or even feed me. Oh, he's caged us. I feel sorry for constantly troubling him, but he never shows impatience. Instead, he treats me extremely well. I'm truly grateful to have met him. I look at myself in the mirror and suddenly feel unfamiliar with this person. Is this really me? Who am I? Who am I? The question lingers in the air, and I feel a sense of longing for answers. Who are you, you are you, my dear. You're special, and that's all that matters. Rin's words bring a sense of comfort, and I feel warmth in my heart. Who am I? Why do I have no memory of the person in the mirror? Who am I, really? I grab the comb in my hand, about to smash it against the mirror, when I hear a familiar voice behind me. Rin gently embraces me from behind. The comb slips from my hand, and I fall to the floor. Look at you, getting all tangled up when I'm not around. Oh, our design kind of changed too. He's been dressing us up. You really can't be without me, can you? In an instant, a tense force in the room becomes overwhelming, and I stop my restless movements, obediently allowing him to hold me. Yes, I can't be without you, Rin. He laughs heartily, gently rubbing his cheeks against mine, exuding warmth and tenderness. Then, do you remember who you are? Little butterfly? I am Rin's possession. Excuse me, Rin's little butterfly. Rin's little butterfly. My eyes lose their previous brilliance. My eyes lose their previous brilliance, becoming void of the vibrant sparks that once held, staring blankly ahead as I allow him to manipulate me as he wishes. I do like his design. He smiles contently, his eyes shining with a strange light as he crushes the red thread on my hand that once belonged to the fox. Update coming soon. Okay, let's try. Why am I here? Why am I here? The uncertainty weighs heavily on me, and I look at Rin for reassurance. You're here because you belong here, with me. We'll figure everything out together. He gently smiles, easing my worries, and I feel a little more at ease. Suddenly, I hear a familiar whisper in the mirror. I see a man wearing a fox mask appear for a moment before vanishing. I jump back in shock. What's happening to me? I look at myself in the mirror, then back at the room. That feels both familiar and strange. In an instant, memories flood back like a tidal wave. The person is named Rin. What does he want bring me here? In a panic, I feel a rush of urgency to leave this place. Are you going to leave me like you did before? No, wait, go away. I want to go home. I didn't mean to abandon you. I saved again, so go away. I want to go home. I didn't mean to abandon you. Go away. I want to go home. Get away, you crazy psychopath. I want to go home. Just after I finish shouting at him, I see Rin is holding a knife, smiling at me with a sinister grin. Fear surges through me like an icy current, creeping from my toes to my heart, freezing my blood and making it hard to breathe. And it is then that I realize how hopeless and terrified I am, lacking any courage to run away, like butterflies trapped in the cages around his room waiting to be slaughtered. Crazy? You think I'm crazy? Ha! Isn't it you who drove me to madness? Didn't you promise me that you would stay by my side? Tell me, why do you want to leave me? My throat feels like it's being choked by something, and the overwhelming terror paralyzes my thoughts, rendering me speechless. Just yesterday, the day before, a week ago, we were always together. Right, it must be that fox causing trouble, right? As he speaks, he grabs my hand, right hand, where the red thread was tied, squeezing it tightly that it hurt. I didn't dare to make a sound. He looks with the back of the knife. This hand, it seems like it can't be saved. Her eyes widen, filled with fear and terror. She tried to struggle, but her limbs were stiff and heavy, almost immobile. Suddenly he laughed. How could I bear to let you lose an arm? Don't be afraid. His serpent-like tongue licked her terrified face, catching the tears that had slipped from her eyes. I can't bear to see you hurt, but how can you bear to leave me? As he spoke, the smile on his lips faded, and his tone turned icy. His deep eyes were like an unfathomable abyss. I wanted to look away, but I found myself unable to control my gaze. It felt as if even my soul was firmly gripped in his hands, unable to escape. The surroundings gradually blurred, turning into complete darkness. It was as if I was in a bliss, floating lightly, endlessly falling. Ah, poor little thing, meeting me today must mean it's not your time to die. Come home with me. Whose voice is this? It sounds so warm. Naming you is so hard. Every time I apply medicine to you, you make a strange sound. Let's call you Cece? What? Too casual? Fine. Then don't eat my food. Ah, just kidding. How about Ren? A little snake with a name now has a family. It felt very, very long time had passed. The gentle voice had grown much older. Ren, I'm just a human. My time is coming to an end. After I'm gone, remember to find someone to rely on, okay? Don't cry. I've been happy to have you by my side all this time. I have no regrets. Even without me, you must be happy, understand? You said we're family. Shouldn't families stay together forever? Let's stay like this for eternity, okay? He asked several times, but she didn't respond. He lowered his head, kissed her lips, and his serpent-like tongue gently licked her face, nose, lips, and moving downward. The sound of knife piercing something echoed. Soon the sound of a lock turning an iron cage, accompanied by the girl's painful moans, until there was silence. So the other options end up with a error message, so I think I only have one more route until those are fixed. Okay, we are going to now go thanks for the help. I really can't remember who he is, but I forced a smile despite my unease and immediately take a few bites of the food before finally telling him my true thoughts. Thank you for helping me, but I want to go home. Before I could finish my sentence, the cheerful music of the celebration comes to an abrupt halt. I look up, and the kind, warm man transforms in an instant, becoming someone else entirely. His smile vanishes, replaced by icy coldness that leaves me momentarily speechless and even fearful. For a moment, I froze, unsure what to do. Then, after a long pause, he suddenly breaks into a wide grin, laughter bustling forth like a sudden flame. The icy demeanor melts away, but I'm still unable to react at this sudden shift. My YN? Haha, YN, why do you want to leave? Do you want to abandon me? Again? Are you gonna give us error message again? Did the fox whisper something near again? My silly girl, I won't let anyone confuse you anymore. Let me help you. You don't understand the situation well. He grabs my wrist firmly, but not painfully. Tell me now, my love, what do you want now? He instantly seems gentle again, but I can't shake the fear. Who is this fox he speaks of? I just want to go home. Home? Of course, my love, I'll bring you home. Before I realize it, I'm already in his arms, and the ground is full of snakes. They entangle my limbs, and I can barely move. With a snap of his fingertips, the world loosens its vibrant colors. The light is extinguished, and the crowd vanishes, as if the earlier noise was nothing but illusion. Probably was illusion. He's a Yandere yokai, demon type thing, person. I look at his face in shock as he slowly moves his mask. but very cute one. For a brief moment, I could see something terrible beneath. It's not human. It's unfarmable. Something I can't even begin to describe. It's quite handsome. Suddenly, my vision blurs, and he covers my eyes, covers my face with his mask, and the darkness takes over my sight. Soon after, the light returns. Just as quickly, his expression changes, and I find myself looking into his eyes again. His delicate features capture my full attention, with a gentle curve to his lips that invite warmth. His eyes shine with a daring light once more. At this moment, I see kindness and warmth, a captivating contrast to the darkness I witnessed before. I feel an unusual comfort wash over me. He then holds me in bridal carry, his warmth enveloping me. Let's go home then, my princess, if you wish, isn't it? It's your wish, isn't it? You want to go home. I wanted to say something, but my consciousness fades away gradually. I feel a sense of belonging. Yes, I want to go home. I will never let you leave again, Wyan. I will never let you leave again, Wyan. I will protect you this time. I close my eyes and listen to his words. An indescribable feeling washes over me. This must be the moment I was born for. That I'm meant to be loved. Forget about the fox. Forget everything. I'm the only one that matters. I will take care of you. You know how much I love you. You know this. You always know. We're just going to carried off like a bride with a Yandere snake demon. Maybe only 10 minutes. Maybe only 10 minutes has passed, or perhaps just a minute. I can't discern the passage of time anymore. I can only feel his arms around me and steadily heartbeat within his chest, as if the forest has always been my home. I no longer struggle. A sense of calm washes over me, and I realize, no, what am I saying? It is my home. I've been here with him all this time. When he opens the door, I'm surprised to find the room so fancy, adored with beautiful decorations. Though the place feels unfamiliar, I struggle to recall any specific memories. Still, I choose to ignore it as he begins to speak. My precious, look at me. Look at you. Look at me. You're safe here. His hands, meant to be warm, cut my face. It's like, no, he's cutting it. But they feel icy, making me shiver. His thumb brushes softly against my skin. Wyan, it's all yours. This is your home, isn't it? Oh, my mistake. This is our home. With a snap of his fingers, butterflies are released from their cages, dancing gradually around the room. The air fills with the scent of flowers. Beautiful butterflies flutter, simmering the whole room with sparkling, glowing glow light. This fancy scene fills my vision. Please rest in my arms at all times. Please do not think about anything that troubles you. He gently holds her face in his hands as he touches her. His touches are both light and possessive. They linger for a moment that feel like forever, as if he wanted to brand her in his glance, as if fearing she might vanish in the very next moment. In the beat of eyelash, she feels both loved and trapped. The soft glowing light of the butterfly wraps around me as I shift my attention back to him. Our gaze meet me again, full of never-ending endearment and silent invitation. He leans in closer. I feel myself instinctively parting my lips. With each passing second, I drift further into our shared passion. My eyelids glow heavier and heavier as the sweet scent of the blooming fragrance takes over my sensation. My consciousness softly merged into this well-woven, sweet dream. Looking at her as she sleeps, her peaceful and serene face deeply caving his heart. Adorably, he licks her lips with his tongue tip, and kisses her, feeling her softness. He plants a seed within her that makes her forget everything. When she wakens again, they'll be able to hold hands and share happy ever after together. The various butterflies, cages in different sizes, hang around the room. The decor is made up of butterfly cages and various exotic flowers and creating a dazzling display. The entire house is fragrant with strong floral scent and gradually numbing. This scent is like poison. Okay, poison and even eroding the soul. I slowly awaken with a bit of a headache, as if suffering from a hangover. I pop myself up in the bed and realize I'm in a strange room. I look around the room, trying to find any clues, but nothing in the decor stirs any sense of familiarity within me. On the bedside table, there's a delicate and ornate bird page. Okay, so we are technically in the same place. So that actually is guided by the forest. If you want my content, please subscribe, like below, help out, and comment down below. See you guys next time. Next time I play this game, I'll hopefully do his route.